task, kailangan karoon ng supervisor assign responsibility to their workplace. So delegating tasks is more important because of the high level of planning. You're responsible for taking responsible for may manang text class oy. For time and energy. When delegating, you need to be clear with your expectation, provide support, and follow up. So, if mo delegate kag task, dapat kabalo jud ang tao sa pudiyang sugo. Naanad kabalo na sa daan ba? So, kindly read asa naman tabalik ani. So, ito yung last na tao ni ko. Bartolata, kindly read.
Delegating Tasks. Lesson 101 Delegating Tasks. Lesson 102 Medium of Instructions. Lesson 103 Short Term Planning. Delegation is when a supervisor assigns
Ay,
responsibility to others.
wait lang. Ako sa move. Dili na mo di ay. Wait lang. Wala pa siya na move. Here. So, kindly read. Kindly read
Dele-
again.
Delegation is like an Olympic sports track relay. Delegating may look and sound easy, but passing the baton requires a lot of trust, communication, and coordination. As a site supervisor, delegating is important because you can't and shouldn't do everything yourself. Delegating empowers your team, build trust, and assist with professional development. Common barrier to delegation is that site supervisors have to delegate properly and what to delegate. As site supervisors, you must be able to delegate tasks. How to delegate. 1. Explain why the job is important. 2. Delegate in terms of results of the job. 3. Define authority. 4. Ask for feedback. 5. Provide controls. What to delegate? 1. Operating works. 2. Routine and detail.
So, when we say i-delegate ni siya, dapat kabalo na ang tao sa iyang trabahoon. Mag naka-witness na siya ba? Or kanang naa siya supervisor nga naglantaw sa iyang trabahoon. Usa ka maka-delegate. Dili kay first niya encounter imo na dayon gi-delegate. Dapat na siya overview or background. So, kindly continue kapalaran. Kahit lang wait na.
Effective
Sorry kayo.
communication. Effective communication is essential in delegating tasks. It lets you create shared meaning and understanding between you and your team. This skill is a must have for any supervisor looking to get their instructions to be heard and create a productive work environment where employees can thrive. Effective communication means that you can express yourself both verbally and non verbally in ways that are appropriate to our cultures and situations. This means not only being able to express your opinions and desires, but also the project team's needs and fears and to ask for advice and help. Delegation can be in form of instructions, giving orders, giving a command, directing and making a request. All fall under the category of communication.
Okay, so there are a lot of method no to delegate a task. So very common to managers are request, pero normally it's directing or giving commands. Kaysa kitong last buntuyan to, no? Or Kapalaran, Cavite.
Management approach, people versus work orientation. Task-oriented places emphasis on the task at hand, whereas people-oriented prioritizes the individuals doing it. Task-oriented leaders are more likely to impose a method on their team, whereas people-oriented leaders will work with them to decide on how things should be done.
Okay, so if you're a people person, request na siya. But if you're a manager who has kanang authority, so command ang kanang highest form. But if you always command your employees or your subordinates, murag authoritative ra kay ka pa. So, naadyo deadline. And if kanang more ka sa people person, request, ang nakapan sa request kay magbuot sila kung kano sa mahuman. So, pwede mo request nga magpa-print, full day ka na maghulat. So, depende lang kung unsa ka grabe nga urgent or important ang imong task. De la Serna.
Request. Request to act cautiously to make known your wishes with the implied assurance that they will be fulfilled. Direct. To guide or regulate in order to achieve a smooth and effective operation. Instruct. To furnish knowledge or information in a disciplined, systematic way with the expectations of compliance. Order. To communicate authority with employees so as to arrange a more systematic and productive sequence of activities. Command. Command is to exercise authority forcefully with the expectation of obedience.
Okay. So, normally mo instruct or order, parehas naman siya, no? Pero kung ma-instruct ka ni ka, numerical form na number 1, number 2, number 3, apel ang order o para systematic. But all of the four must the person being commanded or instructed must know the background of the activity. So kindly memorize, request, direct, instruct, and order. So the other one is medium of instruction, insight. Sagarino, kindly read.
A medium of instruction in a construction site is through presentation of information in plans and drawings, and verbal and written instructions. Plans and drawings, handouts, manuals, letters, videos, verbal slides using projector, overhead projector and transparencies, multimedia projector, plant tours or visits or walkthrough, hands-on with
Hands-on. So this is already medium of instruction. So ang pinakanindot is our plans and drawings. Muna no, siya basis for our specification. Handouts for our instruction, manuals for more specification through siya materials, letter. So from our head, no, na siya yung letter nga hatag, no work today, muna medyo may instruction na siya po. Kanang videos, just in case wala mo kubos yung procedures, no videos, mga kuan. Verbal instruction mo na yung pinaka-crude na makalimot ra ka. So slides, more likely pares na siya sa video. Same goes sa overhead projector, multimedia, plan tour, visits, and walkthrough. Kuan, it's either ang inyong company mo visit sa inyong own building, dayon mag-follow instruction, mag punch listing, and hands-on mo na yung pinakagrabe. Just in case wa jud nakabalo, there will be a specified person specialized on the field, and then hands-on application. Nya, kamo may malantaw. Then later on, kamo na po mo delegate or mo Sana siya mo apply. So this is an example of medium of instruction. No, this is the vehicular traffic flow. So this is the site. Kani. So there are major access points. We have EDSA. So unsay na nani. So muni one way. Dapat diri jud ka moagi. If dili, na mga other ways diri. So kailangan makuha. So one way ni nga area. So kung maghunahuna ka kung magbutang ka sa imong say may angay ani kani gravel. So dapat diri jud ka moagi. So grabe pa kay kang tuyukan. So just in case malapaw ka, nasa likod na diri ang entrance, move ka diri. So there are traffic flow. So for sites nga dagko kayo, kailangan jud ka mo coordinate sa LTO ay sa LTO diri o sakto LTO. For small sites, same gyapon kabalo ka sa na access points if asay parking imong trucks na asa butang ang imong mga equipment. So this is a sample of an equipment layout. So sa man siya sa ato lang taon yung piece per piece. So for example, we have this one is the general layout of the building. So muna siya ang basement. So dapat sa basement makover na siya crane. So the purple circumference muna na niyang level sa crane nga makaya, no? This is for sa asa nga kuan. So nakaya na niya. And then we have two towers. Tower 1, yeah, tower 2. So above it, kaya daghan na siyang tower. So magbutang-butang laing crane. So the red crane, no? Diyan niya yung boom. Ngayon, again, we have the red demarcation sa crane. Diyan mo yung boom. So meaning, kani siya nga area, mo niyang tower nga giakataran. And this area here, kani siya, mo ni siya ang mga area nga iyang giakataran. So blue line, mo ni siya ang mga towers. So na siya demarcation of scope sa iyang equipment sa boom. So this is another sample layout. So for general areas, we have the green line. We have tower 1 and tower 2. Pares sa di no? And we have boom for yellow line. And this one is our lifting area for the raw materials. Kani. So simple na siya. Isa ka dayon. Kung pa sa taas mo mutaas sa ang boom truck or boom crane. So na yung mga tao nga specialized ng boom would be civil or mechanical engineer. Nauban nga underboard, pwede ra sila mo function ana as long as nakapasar sila sa exam nga mo so siya mo maneuver sa boom or sa crane. Asa naman to. Na. So we have different rotation. In the other one. So nini siya we have tower 1 and tower 2. And this one is our podium. This one will be our podium. So na yung mga isa ka crane ang mo handle ani, isa ka crane ang mo handle ani tower 2. And for general podium, na po isa ka crane. Hindi ko kayo. So color green. So we have perimeter safety, barricades, and mirrors. So na ni siya dapit sa mga yala, very high ISO standard. So we have safety nets. So what's ba na ni? So for an area that is uppermost floor, yan na mga debris nga mga atak. There are falling on debris. Safety net should be considered para people walking, no, Oh, it should be safe. So here we have perimeter safety barricade. This area. Sometimes it is color green. Itong naka-screen. And here, umbrella made nga safety parameter or barrier. So for safety plan in your ground floor, if makabantay mo na ay overhead safety cover. So dapat ikuha nyo na siya apil ang kalsada. Apil ang kalsada. Okay? Whatever happens sa kalsada, maatakan ka og sa tawag ni debris, responsible dyan sa contractor. Yeah, life is important, makaguba ng reputation. So safety is as important as constructing your building. And this one is the staging area. So the staging area, dili na stage ha. This is where you lay down or you work with other things. Like for example, rubber and fabrication. So mag bending bars mo. Sometimes formwork, sometimes kana mag howling, no? From big box, mga big box niya imong count per piece, yung makagbodigero. So, muna staging na siya. You, so, da ba ka? Gikan sa manufacturer imo i-receive, then pag-receive na imo i-store, o saan mo i-install sa building. Staging na siya. So, nabot tayo designation area plans. Just in case there are a lot of labor or groups na siya ko ang staging area. So, with one team, you have to make or you are in line with a specific task in one room or one cluster, no? Especially in offices. Nga na. So, kung mga hotel gani, lahi po daw yung stages. So, from topmost floor, dayon na ay carpentry mosulod, then ay floor na contractor, lahi siya. Methods with response to the task. So, have you made a master schedule from your different kanang construction management nga class, guys?
Miss ka na more wala may construction management.
Kay? Di ba na mo? Sige na lang. Ito ni i-appeal. So, from point to point, ang activities, nandun siya designated schedule, no? Yan na number of hours. Ito yan ang i-kuan. Basic lang. Later on. Isa naman yung short-term planning. Let me just check if more than natas atong coverage. Okay. Gore, kindly read.
Short-term planning. Delegating tasks also requires establishing milestones. A short-term plan is an ideal tool to set their milestones. Short-term construction planning requires more than simple interpretation of the project schedule. It rests on the organization's ability to collect information, identify and solve problems, and implement change. Objectives of short-term planning are one, to assist the coordination of operations in the short term, especially when considering the continuity of work for trade gangs and subcontractors. Two, to keep the contract program under constant review in the short term. Three, to highlight information requirements in the short term in order to meet planned completion dates for each stage of the work. Four, to assess key material requirements in the short term. Five, to keep senior site management informed of the progress position in the short term.
Okay, so may say short-term planning, part sa completion stage, part lang. So, napo na siya yung milestone. Alferez, can you read?
Short-term program. The following slides show a number of short-term activity programs for your information. Line program, section program, piling and test, decking program, drainage program, excavation program, curb laying program.
Okay. So in this picture here, this is a kanang program with different tasks, no? So just example for a one unit or a group of team, muna ilang mga task, no? So kada unit 21. Unit 21 is what's ni Mellow purchase progress at internal works, no? So unsa may iyang sugod? Normally sa construction, magsugod jud ka sa salog or sa ceiling. Ana siya. So una niya ang wall finish, floor finishes kaning color brown. So and later on, plumbing fixtures yang gibuhat as akong screen. Plumbing fixtures. And sunod, electrical finish. Dayon dark green, unsay sunod ani? Carpentry. And then light blue, wall tiling. Dayon pinkish, unsa man ni? HBC and decorations. And ibalik ko siya sa communication and testing. Then dark purple is so many mist coat, dayon blue na pod, so yung blue. Wall mag snagging mo dagoy ni. And then lastly ang black kay HO. Kulo sa HO. So if makabantay ka from let's get one koan from floor finishes. Eh, naa na siya daghang teams but in one setting or one day na ay tulo ka buok iyang gihuman. Dahil padulong sa ika-upat. And then later on, nag-stagger na siya sa iyang time. So maybe pare-pares ni siya nga tao nga nagtrabaho ani nila, diba? So daghan na gyud na sila cluster. Di man pud pwede nga ah halos tanang team mag floor finish, mag tiling. Di man pud na pwede. So na areas nga mag tiling, no, mag tiling ka. And then you proceed to the next floor or the next room. So at some point there are specialized field whereas ano yung sa mga plumbing fixture, isa naman itong plumero, mag-ambak-ambak na siya from one unit to the other until mahuman. And then, balhinapod ka sa raing room. So, napayuban niya kanang ang tiler, kay kabalo pod og kitchen installation, kaning red, pwede pod nga, siya ra pod ang magtrabaho. Bilvestre, kindly read.
Sample line program. A line program is an alternative way of showing production information. Line program is used where tasks are repeated many times. The program shows units 13 to 21 which have exactly the same construction with the different activities on the same line. This enables you to easily see how your different trades move from unit to unit and allows you to manage continuity.
Tumulak. Okay. So, laylay siya no, ang line and section. So, line program from one point to the other with different tasks. Well, the sample section program kay per activity, no, dili per room. Dayon. So, siya mahuman. So, one task yung shift. Tulod.
Subcontractor program, piling and test. Sample section program developed into a short-term 3-week program. On the construction program, piling and tests are shown as a 3-week bar. This program has broken the 3 weeks down into the detailed activities. The supervisor can now monitor and detail and establish whether the piling subcontractor is on program.
So maklaro nimo no from one point to other. So in this area here, from construction access for piling, after you've done more than half, the sum of the key players will proceed to the another work activity while the other one will continue one task. So na siya overlapping. So sa port CPM, na siya yung number of tasks. So magkakit-an na nimo ang point nga mula pa siya gamay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Mm.
Atong ano ba? Ay, kini ma'am ba? Unsa ni siya sa kanang design tracker, ma'am?
Ano sa?
Kasi relationship ani sa design tracker or tracking design ba to?
Unsa man ang tracking design? Sa asa lang pa? Unsa na?
Atong discussion pag last mo na ako gibuhat, ma'am. Atong gipapili mo
Ah,
ba?
nga what?
Action record.
Ah, kaning pagpama ko ga discuss ani. Sa estudyante te ko sa natulod.
Kato rin ka sa construction record mo ba niya? Sa
Construction record.
ano,
Ah,
pag-explain mo sila.
kuan kaning mga sa tawag ni program. Apil din siya sa construction records.
Hmm,
Apil din siya sa specification nga mo lang to if ni-follow ba mo sa inyong program timeline. So, kung mapas mo og bid form, nya naana siya, dapat naana siya para makabalo if makaya ba sa oras with your manpower ang scope. Apil di siya inigpas nimo especially for government projects. Okay?
okay, thank you, ma'am.
So, this is a decking program, no? Lahi-lahi siya. So, kaning RAM, muna siya ang software, no? Nga, how to design RAM, no? So, nasa yung mga time frame niya. O, yun sa niya paghimo. So, drainage program sa iyang materials, no? Saon. Then, excavation program. And curb laying. So, we also have demolition program. So, how do we demolish a lot of quad? So, we have, pinako na, award for contract. Dapat na kay contract. Then, mobilization. Yung may butaw yung mga kuan. Site survey check if na by hazardous area. Major plant orders, just in case. External condition, lantang ka, ipasig na maigo, method statement, asbestos survey, just in case na asbestos. Up until the start of demolition. Dali na yung demolition class. If na kay katong heavy equipment, isa nakadlaw. Pero if man to man, dugay-dugay sa gamay, especially good works. And stage program, laylay siya. Kindly read the best Eric Benz.
This program shows a 5-week short-term program for the construction of foundations, with the detailed activities identified below the 5-week bar. This program will be monitored and controlled using a 2-weekly or weekly method shown on the next slide.
Okay, so normally 5-week bar. So laylay siya, na 3 weeks, 5 weeks. So for stage program, no, from substructure, lahi ang iyang output. So saan pasabot ni? So construction foundations from 1 to 5 week na naditanan kaning sub items niya sumunod sa tanan. The excavation to backfill. So iyan ang sub sa tawag na siya. Iyang gi-itemize sa mga activity from construction foundation ng staging. Tangkawan, kindly read.
This program is a two-weekly or weekly program to monitor and control production. Weeks 5 and 6 and the program are on the first 2 weeks of the construction of foundations. The trade gang should be briefed on week 5 and 6 on week 1 of the activity. The following week, the trade gang should be briefed on week 6 and 7 on week 2 of the activity and so on. This gives focus to the trade gangs on what exactly is going on this week and what to expect this week.
Okay, so can you see in previous slides, ito sa kanan ha, kasi niya identify. So sa previous slides, gigamit niya ang from 5 weeks. Pero ang iyang 2-week program, i-check niya if nakatrabaho na ba mo or nahuman. So for filing and task, nahuman siya within 2 weeks. So i-check na niya. While cutting and intern files, check na niya. So sa next slide, iyan ang ilan to if nasugod ba jud ka or nahuman. So kaning area from week 6, kani siya, nantaw niya if you're nearly finished. 'Di ba? Or for week 6, nantaw niya nga dapat excavation pile caps, hapit na jud ka mahuman. While nagsugod na ka sa blind basis na. So for 2 weeks na nimo nga checking. So makabalo ka pila percentage nga achievement sa team. So let's talk target program, Santos.
Target program. A target program is used to accelerate production and attempt to finish earlier. The advantages: reduces cost, reduces commercial risk, team available to go on to the next job. And then the disadvantages are increased cost, more resources required in a short time, and health and safety and quality risk increase.
Okay, thank you. So target program, i-accelerate nimo rather than 5 weeks, imo na 6 weeks, imo na nimo og 5 or whatever. So unsa may nakalahi ani? Same manpower, but you will have a lot of cost because of your overtime pay. Mas mahal man ang overtime pay. And more resources required in a short time. So, sa man nga class of resources, normally it's a manpower and specialized laborers. So, health and safety and quality risk increase. Nga naman, it's because the naman tay limitations sa atong body, no? If kapoy naka daghan na jud kay kag sayop, so might as well attentive niya 8 hours sa imong trabaho sa imong labor. But sometimes in construction, dili man na pwede, there is no ideal construction work environment. So magdali jud sige. So muna na siya ang nakamaot ani. So mag target program na lang ka. Minimize nimo ang imong or i-shorten nimo imong time sa imong schedule. Okay. How about procurement program? Pranza.
The program still work. The program shows all of the activities that must be planned to erect a steel frame correctly and effectively.
Okay. So na kay mga program and na po kay procurement pagpalit. So, for example, at pre-contract, gig na naka-verbally, namalit na ka or nakisabot na ka sa imong for your site na ba kay simento paliton pa, na pa ba kay sand, you know. So, before ka mag-installation sa imong aircon, nag-check na ka, nanganbas na ka if what would be the best aircon at the economical price or nabay ba technology sa market nga pwede mo mapalit. So that is procurement program. Still work lang ni iya no? Kaya wata kabalo. Sa metal work or steel work, normally mas mahal jud kung imong paliton at a late time. Not unless na ay nahitabo nga walay construction, mabarato ang kabilya. For example, na ay major construction sa Luzon or sa China, major jud ako kayo like a complex. Mamahal jud na ang metalwork. So, apil na ang Pinas and our local industry magsakit jud ang bulsa kay tungod ni-escalate ang price. So napoy area nga dili na kayo kanang a month or a season nga walay namalit. So mabarato na ang steel. So might as well check if what will be the best time for you to buy this steel product. Same goes with other materials. Kung ting season ba or dili. So muna ang procurement program. Okay, naghantang program kay kuan. Kablo na mo say sunod na ko tong activity. So next meeting we'll have a thorough discussion, no. Naningkamot ko og finish sa daghan kay natong slides kay para activities lang tanan di parehas karon nga murag nagkadarap ako og himo og exam. So class will see each other next meeting, same Japan online and kwanta lecture marathon. So alam mo ka board pangapil lang mo dira sa inyo kagaling balay. Sige, bye class.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Miss.
Miss.
Thank you, Miss. Thank you, Miss.